Alright, I'm going to talk about a document that for me you should know. Kasi the current Marcos administration probably follow the footsteps of his father, and that is drain the economy. But there's a document called the Medium-Term Fiscal Framework. Now, what is it? Is it good? And what are the risks? So what is it? It is a planning framework promoted by the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and it's been used by many countries, including the Philippines. Now, this is the first time that you are using the matrix, the framework. It is medium term because most of the economic planning is 10 years, 20 years, and this one is within 3 to 5 years now. So I think this one that we are following will end up to 2028 at the end of the term of President Marcos Jr. What it does is it sets the economic goals of the country, and it sets the programs to reach those economic goals, and it sets the sources of the funds to fund the program to reach those economic goals. And therefore, on the question of whether that's good, actually, the medium-term fiscal framework is a good tool for planning. In the Philippines, it's being managed by the Department of Finance, and of course with input from NEDA, from of course the National Treasury, and I think the Senate proposal was authored by Sonny Angara, and then I think Stella Kimbo of the Appropriations Committee was the one who authored for the House of Representatives. Okay. In principle, magaganda yung goals na nakalagay sa ating medium-term fiscal framework. Such goals like reduction of poverty to single digit, which is good because right now poverty rate is I think 13%, which means around 4,000 households are living below poverty line or living in extreme poverty, and those kaya nga in principle nandun yan sila sa 40s, no? And i-reduce to 9% or 8%. That means a single-digit poverty is already a very successful economic indicator. Ang pag-reduce ng debt to GDP ratio, halimbawa, sa ngayon kasi, I think we are at 60%. So, ibig sabihin 60% ng ating gross domestic product, ng ating kita, 60% of that is needed for debt servicing. I think i-reduce nila to 30%. That's the goal of the Philippine plan. And the Philippine plan is necessary to access, assistance from other countries. And so in principle, maganda yan. Okay. Now, number 3, why do I consider it dangerous and high risk? And that everyone should be aware of what are the limits of this planning framework. Una, it accompanies consolidating government reserve funds, no? And that means kaya nga kukunin nila yung extra sa PhilHealth. There are around 60 to 70 government operated or controlled corporations. Marami doon ng mga export processing zones, etc., NFA, but many of that are earning, like nag-rental ng mga spaces, etc. But meron din contribution from members gaya ng PhilHealth, GSIS, and I think crucial din yung Philippine Deposit Insurance Plan dahil nga kukunin din sa tingin ko yung pera doon. And that means we might, in principle, dahil akala nila ang daming reserve funds, many of those are pinaghirapan ng mga tao. No? And therefore, kailangan bantayan natin. Ang pangalawa, dahil kasama sa planning is to increase revenue collection, and that means magdagdag ng taxation, clean air. Yung mga single-use plastic, itatax na nila. Yung clean air, itatax na nila. And all of those things. You might not be aware of it, but maging mahal ang bilihin natin. The taxation will be added to the consumer. And number 3, ang crucial kasi yung tinatawag lang public spending. And because we want to be, I think it will help if the economy is consumer-led, and therefore ikalot yung pera. That's why may ayuda. Dahil ang ayuda ay nagbibigay ng pera mula sa gobyerno to the poor, and then knowing na gagastusin nila yun back to the economy. So it fuels an economic activity ng consumption. Taas yung maging consumption natin. But note that it means consumer-led siya, hindi siya production-led. Iba kasi yung talagang nagpo-produce tayo ng products and services that will help the economy. Ito, nagbibigay ng pera sa mahihirap para gagastusin nila, and therefore taas ang ating consumption, kung totoo siya. Bantayan natin. We have to look out. We have to watch how this administration will manage the economy.